So a lot of times in our library work, we want to get some feedback and we want our patrons to rate something on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, for example. So in our recent student survey, we asked students how often they reserved a library study room last year on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being never and 5 being a great deal. And looking at the distribution visually, as well as in a tabular format, can be really helpful. We can see that about 20 to 25% of our population over on the left side had never reserved a study room. And then on the other end of the scale at 5, we can see that 585 students out of our survey sample reserved a study room a great deal. And then we have other folks floating in the middle. A lot of people said sometimes. So in addition to looking at the distribution of scores, sometimes it's fun to look at how the means vary depending on a particular parameter. So here I have calculated the means. Actually, Tableau calculated the means for me. So this is a scale of 1 to 5. Remember, 1 is never, 5 is a great deal. So most of the scores here are kind of in the middle, 3.3, 3.2. Again, the middle of the scale, the average would be 3. So, and then we have filtered this by college. So over here on the left is the College of Computing and Informatics, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Business. On down to the right, we have Education and Arts and Architecture. So you see we have some differences here. I don't know if they're significant group differences, but we can see that the students in the College of Computing and Informatics indicated that they reserve study rooms most often, followed by the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. And then over on the right, the students in the College of Education and Arts and Architecture reserved our library study rooms to a much lesser degree than students in the other colleges. I don't know if this would change anything about our work. Perhaps it would, but it is interesting to note that the students in the College of Arts and Architecture have their own small library right in their building, and it has a great deal of workspace and collaborative space, and perhaps the students there don't need private space within their arts and architecture library because it's amenable to group or individual work as it is already. And the students in the College of Education also in their physical space have a great deal of room to work collaboratively or individually. So these are not definitive, but they are areas that we could look at and try to understand what we're seeing. So again, these are just a couple of displays of how we could look at ordinal or scale data.